Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here. We are at the start of the playoffs in year one. Now, you may notice there's a bit of a time jump between episode one and this, which will be episode two. I did all the way from the trade deadline up to the playoffs. However, my mic didn't record any of that, so unfortunately, we missed that. Which is too bad because it was quite exciting. Now at the trade deadline, we made one small move. We moved Nick Cousins to the Colorado Avalanche in return for a fifth round pick. And then at that point, we were very much below 500. I think we were 10 points out of a playoff spot. So I thought all our hopes of making the playoffs were gone. However, we'll check back in at the end of the season here. We went on quite a run. As you can see, win, 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 win. And we ended up getting into the playoffs by 1 point. So we edged out New Jersey by 1 point to get that final wild card spot, and we will now be playing the Carolina Hurricanes, which they finished first in the East, but we did just beat them not 2 days ago. So definitely a chance, and this team just had a huge run. So let's keep our fingers crossed that some good things can happen and we can go far in this unexpected playoff run. I did do a couple of coaching chats to try and get these guys on board with our scheme, and it worked very well. Literally every forward is on board fully green, so we have a +5 on that first line, and then +3 everywhere else. And then defensively, it's everyone except for Hamonic. So whatever. And then Chabot doesn't really like the first line, but when Sanderson comes back from injury, that's another huge point that was in that chunk that was missed. Sanderson got injured, I think an MCL injury, so he's out until I believe mid-May. So we thought we were definitely done at that point, but the team stepped up and we made the playoffs. So let's get into it. First of all, let's look at how Carolina is looking. I don't think they made any big trades this year, so they still should be pretty similar. So pretty weak on that left side, but they do have Aho and Svechnikov, so pretty comparable to us with Brady and Tim. But I think Giroux is definitely better than Carrier, so overall I think we have an edge on that first line. Second line, Natchez, Jarvis, and Martinook. Pretty comparable there as well, maybe a slight bit just because these guys are a little bit higher than Norris and Batherson for us. And then third and fourth line, their fourth line definitely better, but I think we have a bit of an edge on the third line. So pretty comparable in terms of forwards. Check a look at their defense. And they definitely do have us on the defense. A lot of good depth. And then they have Slavin, who is going to be locked down. He's going to be tough to beat for our guys. And then goaltenders, Freddie Anderson and Kochetkov. Pretty comparable. They definitely do have us on the defensive side. However, I think this is a series that we can definitely win. And as I said, we just beat them. So definitely doable. So let's get into it. Game number 1 on the road against the Hurricanes. First playoff game since 2017 for the Ottawa Senators, just like in real life this year. So first period, here we go. And not a great start. 2 goals on 10 shots for Ullmark there, Jarvis and Sebastian Aho. Hopefully we can bounce back in the second. We do not. A couple more shots there, but nothing going past Freddie Anderson to start. All right, third period. We'll do a regular sim here, 1 minute, 8 times speed. Kill off that penalty. And Bernard Docker gets our first goal of the playoffs to bring us within 1. And Timmy Stu, there he is from the corner, getting us all knotted up halfway through the third. 5 minutes left. Will this game go to overtime? No, it will not. It's Svechnikov with a dagger. 2 minutes left, and Carolina does take it 3-2, despite us outshooting them 36-26. So tough game, tight game, but 1 goal game. So the last 2 games against Carolina have been 1 goal games. That's okay. It's only 1. we will bounce back in game number 2. So here we go, game number 2, first period. Nothing going there, only 5 shots, which is not great, but hopefully we can come out a little stronger in the second period. They do strike. Shane Gostisbehere. They are out shooting us still, but we did get 13 shots in that second period as opposed to 5 in the first. So another tight one going into the third. Let's see if we can draw even here. Power play, nothing there. Penalty kill, good job, boys. Another penalty. Good kill again, and Timmy again right at the goal line ties the game up. Now we get a power play, and they score shorthanded. Sean Walker right in the middle, and another heartbreaker for the Sens. Another 1-goal game. This one 2-1. Oh man, shorthanded goal late in the game is pretty brutal, and we are down 2-0. Heading back home. Our AHL team did not make the playoffs. That's not a surprise. They were not great. Anyway, let's get into game number 3. Yeah, Ullmark is not doing bad, but Anderson just unbelievable. 950 save percentage. I mean, yeah, we've only scored 3 goals in 2 games, so hopefully this is the game where we can break through. Come on, guys. We cannot lose here. Cannot go down 3-0. First period, 1-1, Martinook and Zach McEwen on the fourth line, scoring for us to tie near the end of the first. Okay, second period, tie game again. They pull ahead with Jordan Stahl, but Drake Batherson ties the game up, still being outshot. But here we go, third period, another tight game. This one is tied going into the third, so all we need is 1. Gotta hold them to 2 here. Let's see what we can do, and we do get it. David Perron strikes early to put us up 3-2. That's big. Power play, 5-on-3. Ooh, fingers crossed. It's a long one. Great kill by the guys there. 5 minutes left. 3, and they score. Aho to tie the game with 2 minutes left, and we will be heading to overtime. So I'll see you guys in the live play. So here we go, overtime, game 3, Sens versus Canes. This is a must-win game. We cannot go down 3-0. Will be another 1-goal game, the 4th in a row between these two teams. Good save by Ullmark there. Artem Zub to Giroux. Up to Brady, across the line, gets hit. Aho with the puck, across to Natchez. With a dangle backhand, stopped by Ullmark. Here's Giroux to Chabot breaking it out. Up the left wing to Zub. Passes back to no one. Intercepted by Carrier. He'll get across. Good interception by Giroux there. Gets it up to Stützle. Timmy over to Brady with a slap shot from the blue line. Love that from the captain. But an easy save by Anderson. Slavin up to Aho. Across to Carrier. Nice save by Ullmark there. In the corner, Chabot kicks it out. Seth Jarvis with the puck. His line mate's changing. He'll pass back to Sean Walker. Orlov with the puck. Big screen in front. Nice save by Ullmark. Giroux has it now. Breaks it out of the zone to Tkachuk. He's got a step. He passes back to the blue line for whatever reason. Brady again. Chabot, good pressure here by the Sens. Batherson just takes it offside. What the hell? Oh, man. I love watching these overtime games because it's just crazy what the computer does. Yeah. Anyway, second line out there now. Josh Norris against Roslovic for the faceoff. Roslovic wins it back to Walker, across to Orlov. Into the zone is Martinook. To Roslovic with a shot. Ullmark didn't even move, and We are down 3-0 in this series. Oh, well, that was a bummer, obviously. Down 3-0 against the top team in the East is definitely not where you want to be. However, we did score 3 goals in that game, which was more than the last 2 games, or the same as the last 2 games, rather. And we were close. We were in it, man. We've been in every game, so who's to say we can't win 4 in a row? Okay, here we go. Potentially last game of the season, but we are going to fight first period. Jack Drury to put the Canes up 1-0. Second period, nothing going there. Even shots, 21-21. Come on, boys. We have fought all this way. We had such a big push at the end. We cannot go out like this. We have to win at least one. Another game, the 4th in a row, tied or a 1-goal difference going into the 3rd. We've been able to at least tie the game every game in the 3rd. We just need one. Let's go from there. Come on now. Let's not go out like this. Power play for the Canes. We kill it off. Power play for the Sens. And they kill it off. Clock ticking now. 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Ottawa Senators get swept by the Carolina Hurricanes in year 1, round 1. That brings our series and our season to an end. Bernard Docker, sore shoulder, but that's okay because he'll have the whole summer to rest. Well, anyway, I didn't think that we would make the playoffs at all, so it was definitely a great step to get there. We might have some big turnover in the offseason just based on, who will be retiring potentially with Giroux and Perron, both over 35. But a competitive series, every game was a 1-goal game, right? So we were right there. We just couldn't close out any of them. But, hopefully Carolina does well, and that will make us feel a little bit better about ourselves and our season. But overall, a great season. Hopefully some development for our young guys, and we can see a big step from all of them next year. That would be ideal. But let's get up to the draft here. See who won the cup. See who won all the awards this season, and then we'll end the video there. Check in on the draft class here. So we should have, I guess, between 16 and 20 probably. We've got a couple guys here. None of these guys, we're not going to trade up this year. These guys would be good, these snipers. But we just don't really have the assets to trade up. We do have this guy who will definitely be able to get Francis Coleman, so he could be our goalie of the future, definitely, once Allmark starts to get into that older range. I'm looking at these guys. I mean, realistically, we're looking for a first-round pick, either a right winger, right-wing sniper will be ideal, or a right-shot defenseman. Schaefer is a left shot. I've had him in previous franchise modes. This year, actually, I just did one with the Sharks. He never really developed, so probably not our guy there. Yeah, no one really else. We might be taking either like a sure top 6, top 4 guy, or taking a gamble on one of these guys that we don't have fully developed scouting-wise. We do have this guy, Bryant Lashoff, who we'll be able to get in the 3rd round, most likely. He looks pretty good. He's a right winger. He is a playmaker. Not great, and he's quite a ways away. But we'll definitely take him. Low elite is nothing to scoff at. Those guys can definitely develop. Other than that, not really anyone so far. We'll see what happens and who looks, intriguing when we get to the draft itself. Here we go. The rest of the playoffs here. I think Carolina definitely could go far. Wow, the Leafs. That could happen this year too. Right now when I'm recording this, it's Game 5 happening tonight between the Leafs and the Panthers. So could be a potential Leafs Cup. That would be nice. I'm a Canadian, so that would be good to see. Our Ontario rivals, but we want Canada to win. So the Leafs win the Cup in year 1 in this universe. Montreal, wow. Calgary trades their pick and it becomes the first overall. Washington moved up big. Philadelphia dropped. Chicago, Montreal, San Jose as well. And then Calgary got another pick. They moved to 16. See any updates with the scouting here. Let's see around where we're at. If anyone looks, interesting, worth picking. Cameron Schmidt. Probably not, just because he's not very well developed scouting wise. Like that A- looks nice, but it's only 2 bars. His weaknesses are all fully developed, and that's not great. And then maybe 2 years, probably 2 years, 2 or 3 with a 3 bar, but we'll see there. Honestly, might end up trading this first round pick because there's not really anyone that really catches my eye unless we want to trade up and grab one of these guys. Porter Martone. That could be interesting. We go power forward, and I think Stützle's a playmaker. That's our line of the future. That could be interesting. We're probably not trading up to 1 here for Sterling. That would be ideal. Like, that's the kind of guy we want. But that's something to consider. I think we're definitely going to trade this pick regardless, either up for a Sterling or a Martone, or just away because everyone else doesn't look too great following that. Let's see if anyone else popped up potential wise. Coleman, who we already have an eye on. And then Lashoff. Anyone else like a top 6 or a top 4 D-man potentially? Low top 6. Keep an eye on him. Couple top 4 D-men. Roden and Pettinger, right shot. So that's someone to go for sure. But yeah, that's kind of it. So let's see if Giroux or Perron did end up retiring. Doesn't look like it. Nicholas Backstrom. Corey Perry finally retires. Shea Weber. Lucic, Strawman, yep. Any goalies? Not really. Just make sure we didn't have anyone go. No. So Giroux and Perron still on the team. We've got Perron for, I think, 1 more year at $4 million. And Giroux is an unrestricted free agent, so we'll see what his overall is at. And then also what he wants contract-wise. Because depending on that will influence whether we want to keep him around or not. We can check and see if there's any interviews that we do want to do. Sterling's already fully scouted. Martone's already fully scouted. See if we have anyone that's like 3 bar. Not really. Zachary Moran, probably not going to draft him anyway. Left wing playmaker. 3 years, yeah. So that's okay. We won't do any interviews there. Yeah, so here we go at the entry draft. Let's quickly look at what happened in the playoffs, and then who won what awards. So in the East, Carolina did make it all the way to the conference final, but they lose to Toronto in 5. Edmonton actually makes it to the Stanley Cup final, so an all-Canadian Stanley Cup final. That also is possible this year because Edmonton just won last night against Vegas, so they're up 3-1. So that would be pretty cool to see this year. And yeah, this could definitely happen. Like, Dallas is still in it in real life. Obviously not Vancouver, but well, Carolina's up 3-1. It's interesting that it's pretty similar to real life in this save file of the game. But yeah, Toronto with their first Stanley Cup since 1967. And awards. Leafs Cup, we know. President's Trophy was the Avs. Clarence Campbell, Oilers, and the Leafs. And then the Art Ross goes to Nathan McKinnon, the Hart as well. Cale Makar wins the Norris. Lady Byng, David Pastrnak. Calder, Cutter Gauthier. William Nylander wins the Conn Smythe. Connor Hellebuck, back-to-back Vezinas. That's going to happen this year also. This year also. Kevin Lankinen wins the Jennings for the Canucks. Ryan Pulock with the Masterton. And Mike Sullivan, Jack Adams. Crosby with the Selke. McKinnon wins the Ted Lindsay as well. And the Maurice Richard. So a big year for Nate Mack there. Yeah, okay. So that was the short-lived playoffs, unfortunately. But in the next episode, we will get into the off-season. So we'll do the draft, the re-sign, free agency, and then get up to the start of Season 2. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.